This video is on the user configurable settings of the T7 Topside by United Spas. User configurable settings on the T7 Topside include the heat mode setting, the number of filtration cycles per day, the total hours of filtration per day, the next filtration cycle start time, the temperature display format, and the ability to enable or disable the buzzer that sounds off upon successful button presses. Entering the settings menu is simple. Just press and hold the auxiliary button. After about 6 seconds, the screen will display PL1. At this point, simply release the auxiliary button and press the temp down button to enter the settings menu. The first setting is the heat mode. The default, HST, is standard heat mode. If you desired to change this setting to economy mode, you would just press temp up to change the displayed setting. If this was the only change you wanted to make, you could at this point press the auxiliary button to save instantly, or let the menu time out and save on its own in 15 seconds. We'll now enter the settings menu again, pressing and holding auxiliary for 6 seconds, then tapping temp down. Once back in the menu, we'll switch the heat mode back to standard mode and scroll to the next setting by pressing temp down again. This next setting is the number of filtration cycles per day, with the selectable options being 2 cycles, the default, or 1 cycle per day. Again, to change the displayed setting, you would simply press the temp up button. Pressing temp down will again cycle to the next user configurable setting in the menu, which in this case is the total hours of filtration per day. Again, tapping temp up will allow you to scroll through the selectable options. Pressing the temp down button takes us to the next setting, the number of hours until the next filtration cycle starts. As you can see, the next cycle is currently set to start in approximately 10 hours. Pressing the temp down button again takes us to the next setting, which is the temperature display format. As with all other settings in the menu, tapping temp up will cycle through the selectable options of Celsius or Fahrenheit. Pressing temp down from here takes us to the last user configurable setting, the buzzer setting. This setting is on by default, and when on, the buzzer in the top side will sound briefly when a button press is registered. It can be disabled by toggling this setting using the temp up button. From here, you can start over by pressing temp down again to take you back to the first setting, and once finished, simply press auxiliary to exit the settings menu and save all changes, or you can wait for the top side to time out and save the settings automatically after 15 seconds of inactivity. And that concludes our video.